All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? It's your girl Aisha, otherwise known as Miss Champagne, coming to you guys with an April food forest update. Kind of see what's going on. It's been extremely hot these past 2 days. I live in Central Florida, Zone 10A, and we're in the middle of a little bit of a heat wave. So we've been out early this morning trying to get stuff watered in and mulched. This is my Grimo Japodicaba. It's been doing well since we moved it, sorry about the AC, underneath the eave of the house. It gets a lot of water from the rooftop. It also gets wind protection because it's in between a house and a fence. Still gets decent sunlight, filtered sunlight throughout the entire day. This is the northwest side of my garden. Over here we have my mom's rose bush that she planted. We have a spent bloom. This is the second bloom of the season. Absolutely gorgeous. I did some pruning. Looks like I have one more branch to cut off that is dead, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. But the other leaves look nice and green and healthy. We have one of our pineapples here that is producing. Over here we have our Patanga Jumbo. It's a Eugenia type of tropical cherry. I have a Eugenia, I think it's called Euflora Black that I just purchased. These are very slow growing. This is another pineapple. These are about probably almost 2 years, at least a year and a half. Some of these were from the suckers of a pineapple top I planted, so they produced a lot quicker. I'll show you the original, or the mother plant as I call her. Here's my aloe. She just finished her blossom. She blossoms about every other year, it seems like. We've got tons of babies that I can relocate. Here's pineapple top number 3. So it's going to be a good pineapple season. We have our dragon fruit here. Thinking about digging these up and putting them in a pot. They did a lot better when they were in the pot for me, and they've been struggling since I put them in the ground. This is our loquat that we planted. Don't know the variety. We got it from a nursery. I do want to get another one that branches a lot lower than this one. This one is more for shade, so that's why I didn't really care about the variety. All right, and here is the mother pineapple plant. She's definitely 2 years, maybe 2.5. She was the first top I ever planted. She's produced pups. The pups come from the ground. And now she's also producing what's called slips. And the slips are going to come from the side of the pineapple, or in between the grooves of the leaves. So that's pineapple number 4. Here's one of the other tops we planted. This was a top, so it'll probably take a while. This is my Barbados cherry, taking its sweet time. I've got tons of milkweed and salvias and vincas. This is my butterfly garden area. I planted some Florida, kind of what's native to our area, almost like a tropical, looks like tropical sage, but I forget the name of it. But it has these pretty pink flowers, and then I have one that produces pretty white flowers. And then more milkweed over here. That's a hydrangea that I wanted to see would come back from last year, so it is. So I'm going to remove some of those dead branches. This is my Mariposa plum. And we have a dwarf firebush, and then I purchased a native firebush that gets a lot bigger. Produces a lot of berries and stuff for the birds. We've got pigeon peas throughout that I've planted. Those are going to be the support species along with the Mexican sunflower. So either they're great nitrogen fixers, or they produce shade, or they're for the pollinators, or they're for chop and drop. Here's my little blueberry patch. We've got 4 different varieties here. And then mixed in with a little salvia in the back. I've been snacking on these along with the birds. This is my new Bismarck palm. They're also very slow growing. Eventually it'll be a centerpiece in this area. This is my methyl plum, coming back from dormancy. More pigeon pea. That's a Valencia seedling. It probably won't be true to seed. Most citrus aren't. But if it grows well, I can always use it as rootstock. So that's a little over a year. Here's my coconut cream mango. We moved it from where it was. These get quite wide, not necessarily tall, but wide. So I wanted to make sure it had enough space. Here's my Florida Prince peach. We've already eaten 2 off of here. We've got a few more ripening. I have it covered with some netting to try to protect it from the birds. We have a ton in this area. This is a new project I'm working on. I plan on getting like an arch maybe, and put some kind of vining, maybe some honeysuckle, or I don't know what I'm gonna put there yet. This next to our shed. Here's our Carrie starfruit. She's kind of hanging out in a pot. She's already starting to send out roots to the bottom of this pot. She's been up potted once, while I decide on where I want to put her. Starfruit get big, but she needs some kind of wind protection, so I want to make sure I don't put her out in the open field. What you see is all I have. So this is a coconut palm tree that I recently purchased from another Florida grower, with a similar zone. Again, each person has a microclimate, right? So what grows well in her yard may not grow well in mine, but she gave it to me for a really good price, so I am going to test it out. All right, and this is the beginning of our food forest here, or food forest island. This area I plan on doing a lot of living mulch and focusing on building the soil. We've got all kinds of nitrogen fixing seeds in here, tons of different beans, corn, sunflowers, I think hemp, tons of stuff. So I've been putting some straw that comes from the rabbit hutch. It's a great form of manure. We've got worm castings and worm casting tea. So I have pigeon peas planted throughout here. We've got some cassava sticks and some cassava that I already have growing. No, those are Mexican sunflower sticks. And then we've got some cranberry hibiscus here. This is an edible hibiscus. Same family as your okra and your sorrel. They have a lemon zest flavor, so you can eat the younger leaves in salads. These I grew from seed. These are more Mexican sunflowers. Using them as chop and drop, as wind protection, as sun protection. They do produce these gorgeous yellow flowers. The bees love them. So they serve so many purposes. Then I have some elderberry. It's supposed to be a variety that is accustomed to growing in Florida. So we'll see how it does. It's already starting to put on a little bit of a flower. I have a midnight snack tomato that volunteered itself. I throw them to my chickens. They love them. And one must have rolled its way out or pooped its way out. And I am going to leave it and see what it does. Volunteers are always like the strongest plants in your garden. So if it's in an area that's not, bothering anything else, I say let it grow. Next to it, I planted another cranberry hibiscus. This is one of my U-shaped raised beds. I am having an issue with what I think is a cutworm. They come in and like snip the tops of your plants off. I've lost like every pepper that I planted in here, all the okra that I've planted in here. So I'm using these toilet paper rolls, and they've been working. It just keeps the worm from accessing the soft root of the plant. This is a sunflower I have growing in here. This is a white eggplant. I don't like the big purple variety, so I'm going to try this smaller white variety. And this is my golden honey watermelon. We've got a baby one in there. So excited. Hopefully it makes it through. The pest pressure is on. These are some marigolds that I'm trying to protect. This is my Kajari melon. The cucumber beetle, it's like a yellow and black beetle, was over here the other day, so I've been trying to inspect all the leaves. I did pinch off some leaves that had some eggs on them. I've also been pinching off some, oh, I got a baby one, look at it. I didn't forget what I was getting ready to say. I didn't got so excited. Pinching off the leaves that have some worm damage, or they have the little green caterpillars. This is my edamame. So let these get a little more plump. This is my first time growing them. I'm super excited. They are doing, I guess, okay. They're prone to diseases in Florida, so they don't last long, but as long as I can get me a nice little harvest, it is okay with me. So I am super excited. They all have nice little pods on them. And then I just stuck in some bush beans. This is a Royal Burgundy, and I forget which variety this is. And grass always seems to find its way. All right, this one is, I forget what type of melon this one is. Oh Lord, it's a little tagged and melted away. I don't remember. But it's another orange. This one's actually green. I think it's called Chimantis. Yeah, see, this was one that had some worm damage. As you can see, it's like eaten out in the center. Yeah, when you start seeing like little holes, you know there's a caterpillar somewhere. So I don't spray my plants. I try to be as organic as possible, which means I do take a loss. We've got some baby melons on here. Don't know if they've been pollinated, but I come out and inspect both sides of the leaves, look for eggs, any of them that are turned over. because sometimes that's what they do during the heat of the day. They'll curl the leaf over to protect themselves. They like to hide in the new growth. So anyways, my poor little beanstalk, I need to come out here and harvest. It is just suffering in this heat. The leaves are turning yellow and dying off. I do have a nice little harvest coming. These are the Royal Burgundy. This is about the size that I like my green beans. So I've got quite a few. And I forget, this isn't my normal variety. I usually like the Contender. These are a little bit longer than the Contender. But I do like how long they are. I don't like for my green beans to start getting to where you can feel all the seeds. So I'm going to come out here and harvest a lot of these green beans. These are some Thai chili peppers. This is one of my mammoth jalapenos. This is a Anaheim pepper. And I did have a habanero pepper, but it was topped. I'm hoping that I caught it in time and it can kind of try to regrow. We'll see. And this is my Clemson watermelon. I don't think I have any on this one yet. Nope. Chickens are just chilling. Did have to separate my ducks. My male duck was trying to hump my female chickens and he can really hurt them. So there's a random egg. Why? Who is laying on the steps? I think we have eggs. These girls. Anyways, but my male and female duck are now over there where they have water, and I'll probably try to build them a little enclosure. Well, I hope it rains today. I need this sun to just chill out for a second. All right, plants over here. We have a jackfruit. This is the golden nugget variety. It does get a little sunburnt. It's still young, so I feel like it would probably appreciate a little bit of protection, but it's growing. I literally just mulched this area not even 2 weeks ago, and the way this grass is coming back is just disrespectful. I did plant some of these grasses. This is a pink muley grass. It's native to Florida. This is our strawberry tree or Jamaican cherry tree. Needs a lot of water to kind of hold its fruit, so it's been making little fruit that tastes like cotton candy, but they like dry up before we really get any. And then this is my Adamoya or sweet sop. I've been seeing some little flowers. Now they haven't opened, but we'll see. Oh, there's one that's, I've been told they're like male one day and female the next. I don't know. Hopefully the bugs can do their thing. Thank you, sweetie. And pollinate what they need to pollinate, because I don't know what it's supposed to be doing. What are those little bugs? Anyways, we have a Christmas palm here. Hopefully you can provide a little bit of shade in this area. My sunflowers are doing good. These are my mammoth ones. I planted some blanket flowers, also native to Florida. They do well in our climate. Hopefully they'll spread out here. The pollinators love them. This was my garlic bed. I did pull up all my garlic. I planted some pink-eyed purple hull peas. They're kind of like black-eyed peas, but they're pink, and then the outside is a little purple like this. And then my sweet potatoes are coming back from last year. And then I have my red onions down there. And then my loofah is growing up this vine. The bees seem to finally have found it. Hopefully I get some loofah. This is my soursop doing well. Planted a new ice cream bean. Figured out we had a sprinkler head in the middle of our food forest. So we had to dig that out when we turned the sprinklers on this morning. These are some Seminole pumpkins. Not really doing a whole lot. So I'm gonna try to add some compost tea and worm compost. Fertilize it, give it a little boost. This is my Julie mango. Was looking a little sad. I'm not sure if she was getting overwatered or what was going on. I did take off all the fruit she was trying to hold to see if that would help. Another Mexican sunflower. I see a loofah there. If you guys can see it next to that flower. Oh, we have another one. Another loofah. This sunflower is a little bit smaller. My dog had actually snapped it in half, but I used the flexible tape and it worked to kind of heal it. So that's a dahlia that I planted from bulb or tubers, and it is getting ready to blossom. We've got some canna lilies here. This is my pink guava. It is getting some fruit set on it. We have a pineapple in the middle, more cannas. That's my dwarf Hawaiian. Here's one of my Cavendish bananas. We do have some fruit set on the dwarf Hawaiian. So we'll see if she holds on to any. Here's my Maha Chinook. No fruit set, but it did put on some nice new growth. This is my Reliance grapevine. I do have a Niagara one down there that I forgot to point out. This was just some bok choy seeds that I put in here that I've been rotating and letting the chickens kind of pluck through the fence. This is a lemon seedling, and then I have the world's best mulberry there, and then everbearing mulberry there. And I have a sorrel plant in there. And I've got some Everglades tomatoes. These are native to Florida, so they can handle our heat and our drought and our humidity. This is another sunflower. Here's a papaya. She did not hold on to her fruits, so hopefully she continues to flower. Here's my Kent mango. This one was trying to hold on to too much fruit, so I actually pulled it all off. I've got some beauty berry here. This is my LSU fig. My Myers lemon. Just pulled a lot of the weeds out. May need to fertilize this a little bit. We've got some discoloration in the leaves. Then down here we have some rosemary and oregano that I just took a cutting off of the big patch I have, and then another cranberry hibiscus. Look how pretty this zinnia is. I planted some more zinnias. There's also a marigold in here. This is one of my blackberry bushes, got from Lowe's. Don't know the variety. It's finally opened one flower. And then we have the lemongrass. in my passion fruit vine, which I do have about 8 passion fruit on right now. We've got some more pigeon peas. I have my Blanc de Bois. This is a white variety of a muscadine. I planted some okra. We've got some peppers. Don't know the variety of these two. This one is a banana pepper. This is my midnight snack that I keep hacking back because it gets too big. A shishito that I'm trying to bring back. And then that one was a bell pepper that I bought from Lowe's. Red mustards are going to seed. My poor collard greens are getting eaten alive. But I am not going to fight with the pest pressure. Look at this little lizard doing its job. This is some Blue Magic Lacinato kale. I do have onions kind of scattered throughout in here. They weren't getting hardly any sun with these giant red mustards. Some onions throughout here. This big got a lot of sun over the winter time, so my onions are the biggest in this bed. These are from seed, and the other ones in the other beds are transplants. We've got some more peppers here. I want to say these are Cubanelle. Look like it's got some type of fungus on its leaves. So I may have to come out here and pick up all these leaves that are diseased. We have some okra, Clemson spineless, some more peppers that I've planted in there. They've got some nice peppers, sized peppers on them. And then a nice sized marigold, all from seed. This is my lemon basil. These are my, I just call them Hawaiian trees. I got them from seeds in Hawaii. So this is their second year. I have a baby moringa, sunshine mimosa. When you touch all the leaves, they like shrink up. Some people call them touch-me-nots. This is my other sorrel, the last one that I have to plant. More cranberry hibiscus. I started some more sunflower seeds, some more okra. My tomatoes are not doing that great. I think those are aromas. It's doing like a one tomato and done. And I'm just gonna let it, because clearly it doesn't want to be here. And I have some herbs and stuff in my green stalk tower. We've got some chives that are getting ready to blossom. Trigemici, which is like a spinach, but the bugs are loving that one as well. I have little caterpillars, swallowtail caterpillars on my parsley, which I don't mind. We've gotten a ton of parsley. This is a host plant for them. I've also got some celery over here. We've got dill down there. We've got some sage. I did have some lemon thyme, but it didn't really come back, so yeah. And then in here, I've got some katuk. These are cuttings. I've got some Egyptian spinach down here, and then some Okinawan spinach, which has the purple underleaf. This is some more beauty berry. Some more sunshine mimosa, midnight snack. This is lemon balm. I think that's all in the garden area. Here we just got some tiger lilies. These were some sugar canes that they came from Etsy. Don't think I'm going to get anything from them, but we'll see. This was some turmeric I got from Etsy. Nothing's been coming up from them. Those are just some weeds in there. This is the mother oregano I've had for 2 years. I cut it back every winter. It comes back every summer. This is my ruby red grapefruit that I just got. This is my pink Eureka lemon that we keep trying to relocate to a better location. So, don't know. This is a sensitive tree. I'm thinking about putting maybe a banana plant here and doing a little banana patch. I'm not sure. I have an ice cream banana that I just got that gets nice and tall. It may provide a little bit of shade, but I don't know, because I don't necessarily want to shade out my garden either. All right, this is our pond garden that we are in the process of trying to redo. We were going to hire somebody, but it's looking like $6,000, and that is not in the summertime budget. So we are going to do a lot of research and redo it ourselves. We did lose a lot of our fish, or all of our fish, so we are redoing it. But it's surrounded by cannas. We've got some queen palms and a dwarf Cavendish banana, foxtail palms. We have more pineapple plants. We have another pineapple plant up here. This one's producing a pineapple. So I think that's like 5 so far. And then more pineapple plants. This is my fiddle leaf fig. We moved out here. This is the ice cream bean banana that we're going to be transplanting. This is all of my garlic curing. I've got some sugarloaf pineapples. They're a white pineapple variety. Just transplanted those, so they'll be hanging out here so they can get established, and then I'll slowly move them outside. This is a Primark blackberry. Just got that, so once that starts looking a little more healthy, I'll move that outside. And then we have a Eugenia Euflora Black, or it's a Suriname Cherry, the black variety. That one's still littered. Hey, Milo. Alright, so sorry this video is a little long. I'm going to go back and finish harvesting. But that is it for my April update on my food forest. I hope you guys continue to follow me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you're growing, what you would like to see me grow in my garden. If you have any questions, just let me know. We are still in the process of taking down this bar, but they are 1,000 hornet nests, and we had to take a break. All right, but you guys have a blessed one.